Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, almost 3 million EU nationals live in the UK. I'm one of them. They have to be here for 6 years before being able to apply for citizenship, which would allow them to vote in this month's referendum. But even then, they have to clear a series of hurdles, so only a relatively small percentage do so. And the issue of immigration is at the very heart of the campaign. So how do they feel being talked about rather than to? I've been finding out. Willesden High Street in North London, and Dorota Staniak goes through her morning routine. She opens her coffee shop, a business which she started 6 months ago, and prepares everything for the arrival of her customers. It was a tough beginning, but she now employs 3 people, and at least in terms of her business, she feels in charge of her own destiny. Dorota moved here from a poor part of eastern Poland in 2004, soon after Poland joined the EU. She has 2 children who were born here, but because she's not British, she is unable to vote in the upcoming referendum, a referendum that could change her life. Sitting next to her is Gosia Shannon. She came to the UK 20 years ago, also from Poland, runs a charity for Eastern Europeans, and now has a British passport. So Gosia can vote in the upcoming referendum and intends to vote out. Their encounter was interesting.
I'm able to vote for any other. So just this referendum, which is quite important for me.
The one that really matters for you, yes.
Yeah, I'm not able, so...
But if it's really matter for you, then you can apply for citizenship. If I will be living in Germany or Spain or Italy, I would love to be part of the nation. And I would apply for citizenship because it's a responsibility as well. It's like I'm not coming there foreign and just having my own rights.
Do you think the difference between you, because you have a British passport and I don't, so you're saying I'm not a part of the community. I'm not giving up my skills, my goodness to the community because I don't have just that little paper. How many British young people gonna go to the hotel and clean the toilets for the minimum wage?
Yeah, I think it's great benefit that people from different nations come and help and do the low pay job. I started as a cleaner too, and there's no shame in that kind of work because it's like you're developing and you understand that it's a progress of development. But the issue is like why EU has to control that. It's like let's UK control it.
Rachel Vogeleisen-Davis is French. She came here 18 years ago, married a Brit, has 2 children with British and French passports, but chose never to get a British passport herself because she didn't think it was necessary. A photographer, she published a book about British women volunteering during the Second World War. And now she faces a dilemma. What would you do you think?
I don't know, I've been thinking, because as I'm really about the idea of Europe, I love Europe, and I thought I might leave here.
So you grew up in a part of France that was on the French-German border that's changed
4
hands 4 times.
Yeah.
So you know all about war.
Europe was built on this idea for no more wars, so I think there was a big ideal about Europe. Maybe it is forgotten. It's all about immigration and business is important, of course, but why did Europe start? I think we have to go back to that.
How does it make you feel that citizens from the Commonwealth, from Australia or New Zealand,
they can vote.
or Nigeria, who've been here for a relatively short period of time?
They can vote.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's even worse. It's even worse because I'm part of Europe and I want to have a say about Europe. But yeah, why could Australian people have a say? I don't really get it.